Hey everyone, today is a feature showcase on dying and what happens in UOAlive. I know that sounds really exciting, but we did do some quality of life upgrades to that, and we wanted to show you that today. So we're going to dive into Destined and quickly die for you to show you what happens. For recording purposes, we do have our life a little bit low, just so that this can go quicker. All right, so we are in Destined. Oh, a dragon paragon is ready for me. This is not going to go well. And there it is. I am dead and cannot do anything. Correct. One thing to note is that you are frozen in place. It stops exploits until you choose one of these options. Another thing to note is, let's say, oops, I closed it. You just log out, you log back in, and there is the gump again. So you cannot lose your gump if you right click it. So as you can see, there's quite a few options here. You can resurrect at the corpse summoner in Britain, which I'll show you in a little bit. You can resurrect at your house. You can resurrect at your cozy campsite. I'll explain that as well. And you can click here to walk amongst the dead. Now, the most common and notable option is to walk amongst the dead, but let's try one of the new ones. Let's resurrect at my house. Hey, look at that. So I am alive at my house, and now it happens to be that I'm very close to Destined here. So let me get on my trusty mount and try to get my corpse back. All right. Let's do a little death run, right? Okay. So we're going to run in here, see if we can't get that corpse without dying. And got it. And, nope, didn't make it. Okay. So as you can see, it does freeze you. So what do we do now? Maybe we resurrect at the cozy campsite. Okay. Now, what is the cozy campsite? This is awesome. You can own a house and a cozy campsite at once. It's called Surveyor John's Camp, and you can go and get it at Magencia. I will show you where to get it. So you can get the Surveyor John's campsite over Exclusive Essentials in Magencia. Let's go over here, and there's the Surveyor John's portable campsite. Details are on Discord and website because it is a rather large explanation of what this does. But one of those things that it does is it creates a spawn point for you when you die. It is a fantastic addition that can be placed anywhere in the wilderness. You have a bag, you have a smelting pit. You can even log out at this by setting the fire. You can do all sorts of great stuff. You even have a little bit of a storage bag. So if you want to store stuff here, the decay rate on this is 5 days. So it'll stay wherever you want for 5 days. You can just pack it up when you want to. So once you're done with it, you just pack it up, throw it in your bag, and there you go. It's in your bag right there. So this is just a really awesome feature that allows you to set up these spawn points for dungeons if you want to be able to get there quicker. You can't put them in dungeons, obviously, but it's just another option. So if your house is not close to where you are, bring a Surveyor John's campsite with you, and yeah, it's a great spawn point, and it's also really great for crafters and RP and just people that want to be out in the world and not have to go back to town to, store their wares and stuff like that. So keep that in mind. It's awesome. We might go into that feature in a future feature showcase, but let's just keep it up on the death. So let's head on back. Let's see if we can actually get our corpse this time. If not, we might have to go to the corpse summoner. Oh, it's right there. Yes. Okay, so I actually got it this time, and we're going to get out of here. Perfect. Okay, so what happens if you just die out in the wild and you want to, go to a healer? We saw a healer over there, so let's die real quick here. Definitely going to die. Oh, yeah. Oh! Okay, so this I didn't expect to happen while this was happening, but I'm going to keep it in. I'm not going to click this because there might be some Easter eggs that we have put into the resurrection. This one says unlock the mystical llama vortex and forge your own fury entourage. I am not going to click it because you're just going to have to play and find out what these might be. We want to do the most common one, which is click here to walk amongst the dead. Man, I could not have planned that better. That was awesome. So we're going to do that. So I chose to walk amongst the dead. I had to change the screen just a little bit because what is this I see? This arrow. What is that pointing me to? Why is there an arrow on the screen? Well, if you die out in the wilderness, doesn't it suck to have to go find the healer? Well, this gives you a little bit of a clue on where one might be. And there we go. And I am resurrected. Awesome. And then I can go make my corpse run. It should be much easier with this one. That's the standard walk amongst the dead. And it's really great. It works fantastic. And it just adds a little bit of quality of life where it helps you to find the healer instead of walking around. I don't know where to go. So it's just a little bit of a guide quality of life to, make it a little easier for new players to go and find the healer, and also old players if you don't want to, if you die and you're like, oh man, where's the damn healer? Because you can die in the middle of nowhere and have no idea. Okay, so let's backtrack. We died in Destard, right? Let's see if we can get our corpse. Oh, that's not looking good. Okay, let's try. Nope. Okay, so in a situation like this where it's just really hard to get your corpse, there has to be an option, right? So we're going to click here to resurrect the corpse summoner in Britain. Aha! What is this guy? So if you double click him, he will say, I will summon your corpse and I will take the gold on it. So there has to be risk versus reward, right? You can summon your corpse. It will also only show you corpses that have items on them for the price of 15,000 gold. And it will also take any gold that you've acquired. This prevents people from just going into dungeons and dive bombing it to die over and over again without any consequences and then paying 15,000 to retrieve like 100,000. So we're going to go ahead and summon our corpse. And there it is. Easy peasy. Double click. And I've got everything back on and we are all set. Everything is back in my bags. And that's how simple that is. It is a really handy feature. It doesn't negate the corpse run, but it does help when you just can't make it, or let's say you asked in global chat and no one was available to help you. It really is the last resort, but a very helpful quality of life. I did want to be your friend, Hiccup. Anyway, let us know what you think in the comments below, but this is one of the quality of life enhancements on UOAlive. It is the death improvements. So we wanted to just give you more options and really bring it in line with a modern MMO where when you die, you have choices on where you resurrect. Thanks for watching, and we will see you in the next video.